Weighs in at 125 pounds. He defeated Yokozuna back in 1994. Give it up for Tim Moss!
Oh man, he thought you were all wrestling fans. Like, who the fuck is he? Why is he screaming at me? Call ice. What's going on? Don't worry, he's one of the comedians. We're gonna have a great time. Hello, I'm Tim Moss. Welcome to the Wreath of Love tour. I know, you can clap. You don't have to keep doing this. Let me hear this shit. It was like, God damn, we clapped 5 minutes. That's all we've done in this show so far. Hey, I'm glad you guys come out. You know, I put Murfreesboro, Illinois into Google Maps and it replied don't. So I was a little cautious. Wanted to get a little bit more research of the town and looked up top 5 things to do in Murfreesboro, Illinois. Number 3, buy meth and Carbondale. That's insulting. It's ridiculous. Appreciate you guys coming out. We can't do this in the town I'm from. I come from a small town, you know, they closed all the Pizza Huts, all the movie theaters there. Damn near impossible to take your cousin on a respectable date around there anymore. Gotta take them out in the fields and fuck them like your forefathers used to. Don't shy away from me, sir. We know what we're talking about. Nothing wrong with good love making in the woods. Come on. Corn cops can't get you out there. Oh, man. Look at these teeth. I know the lights are right on it. I'm allowed to tell a joke like that. Come on. Went to Ancestry.com to see my family tree. Wasn't so much a family tree, it was a wreath of love. A lot of inbreeding. You got a lot of wreaths of love in Murfreesboro too. I appreciate it. Hey, you don't need a tree to branch out to get fruit. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Been doing comedy 10 years now. 10 years. When I first started, I had to get headshots for flyers. I didn't even know what that meant. You know, I got a GED. I misspelled my name on it even. So like that laugh was hurtful, sir. That was a hurtful laugh. But it's very true. We don't hang up my GED in the house. That's all I'm saying. But I need to put an ad on Craigslist. Single white male seeking professional headshot will host. Was what my ad said. I thought it was a networking site. You know, I got an overwhelming amount of replies. Picked the first one, gave it my address. Come to find out, headshot means something completely different on Craigslist than it does everywhere else in the world. So I sucked his dick and told him to get the fuck out. Hey, I'm a professional. Welcome to Hollywood, you know? Headshots cost a little bit. I'm unhealthy. You guys can tell that because I've been catching my breath from walking up that ramp for the last 5 minutes. Isn't that humiliating? I was like, is he really sweating? It's a ramp. And I was like, y'all been really out of breath? Fucking way. Yeah, that's a wake-up call. So unhealthy, I can't do simple things anymore. You know, I'm so fat I can't even dance. Can't dance anymore, that sucks. You know, because every time I raise the roof, fuck you, sir, for laughing so hard. You looked away, that was the proper response. They didn't tell you you're in the splash though, man. I apologize, that came right at you. You know, that's what sucks too. You know, I go, oh yeah, and everyone else goes, oh no, what the fuck is that? You start hearing people whisper, you're like, oh my God, it looks like a melted candle. That one hurts. The one that gets you all messed up is when you start dancing, you do this, you're like, oh, does he have to wipe the front and the back? Oh, fuck you. That's mean. So if you're just like me, and buy ill-fitting shirts and kind of chubby, I got a new dance for you, so you don't humiliate yourself. You want to see it? Yeah. Thank you, right side. Fuck the rest of you. Better get on board. It's gonna be a long time. Instead of racing the roof, I won't do it again, man. I apologize. It's called moving end tables. Yourself. You don't have to worry about that. Don't have to worry. It's going good. I'm just unhealthy. There's many warning signs. I'm so unhealthy. I have sleep apnea while awake. That doesn't make sense. You already see a little bit of gasping for air, forgetting to breathe up here. I was waiting in line at McDonald's. You know, I was ordering my nuggets. And you're like, what kind of sauce you want? Yeah, give me sweet and sour, please. The lady's like, you sure you don't want an ambulance? And I'm like, yeah. Actually, give me a large Diet Coke, too. I'm trying to work on my figure here. We don't want this to happen again. You know, I'm so unhealthy, I can't drink alcohol anymore. I get too stupid and felonies happen. Anyone else? This is getting too real, I feel, for some people. I understand. It actually happened, you know, last February. I got so drunk. There's a line to the restroom. Had to really pee. Decided to piss outside, but it recently snowed. So when I went out there, I was so drunk. I stumbled way out there. When I started to piss, I saw the steam rise. Thought my penis was on fire, guys. I was like, oh my God, it burns, it burns. Come to find out, it's just syphilis. I can tell they're not laughing as much. You're kind of on the same opinion as my wife. My wife hates that joke. She's like, every time you tell that joke, the people in the audience don't think it's a joke. They think we have fucking syphilis. I can't deal with this anymore. I'm like, babe, we've been married 10 years. Shut your pimply mouth up. We don't need to deal with this anymore. I feel like I've ruined church for them tomorrow. I'm like, he should have brought the puppets. This guy sucks. I'll do better. We'll get it around. We'll get there. Shit. Thank God I dressed up like a narc. I'll tell you exactly who's smoking it. This guy right here. Fuck him. Call the cops. No, I can't smoke weed anymore. They haven't got that. I can't do that. I travel. Do you know how much 2 grams of weed cost in Indiana? $250. He almost spit up his drink right there. He was like, that's fucking inflation for you. At least that's what the ticket was when the cops took my 2 grams of weed. Really bummed me out for that. You know. But when you get high, you do stupid shit. I don't need any help doing stupid shit. That's why I had to stop. I got high, got the munchies one day. You came in on a wrong joke. I'm going to apologize beforehand. Got high, got the munchies. We didn't have a lot of food, so I opened up the refrigerator. All I saw was a pomegranate. Let's fucking experiment. I'm stoned, so I sliced it, and then spent 15 minutes Googling how to eat a pomegranate. Have you got, like, some of you get it, some of you are like, I don't eat fucking pomegranates. It's just seeds. What the hell is this fruit? Do I have to plant it to get fruit? I don't get it. I got soft hands. Tell me, Google. You people not laughing. You're onto the real joke. You're onto this whole concept. Look at me. Does it look like I eat fruit? I don't eat anything that hasn't been smothered in gravy. That's why my wife had 5 yeast infections last year. No, fuck you guys. You're selfish lovers. You'll take the pussy to Pound Town but not Flavor Town. That's on you. I feel like I'm killing over here. Over here, I don't want to look him in the eye. I feel like they've just ruined biscuits and gravy for him. They're like, I can't even eat it this morning. Fuck that guy. Oh, I used to have merch where I sold my little vials of gravy called Tim Loss Pea Gravy. Right, that's hilarious, right? For a 40-year-old male, fuck him. But what's real funny is getting pulled over by state police and then field testing your gravy to see if it's narcotics. That's when it gets real funny. It's like, is that cayenne pepper? Yeah, gives it color. My wife likes the tingle. I don't know what to tell you, man. I should have had it better. See, give it up. This table's already laughing. They came right in on gravy. You're like, yeah, fuck yeah, ladle it up. You guys are awesome. I love it. Fuck yeah. Let's calm it down. I can tell I went a little too far. Easy knows it. All right, Betty White, chill out. We'll get going. I like this. Give us the clap. We already get syphilis. I'll circle around to the clap. Don't worry. This bitch knows how to party. I like this. She's the type of lady at the nursing home's like, give me some extra pills for my knees. I'm going to have a fun time this evening. She's laughing. You guys can too. Let's loosen up. Let's get a laugh going. None of this is real except for the syphilis. I'm sorry, baby. All right, we'll get to know you guys a little bit. You know, who here's ever had a mom? Nice, you guys are paying attention. I too had a mom. It's crazy. My mom had a lot of weird sayings. She'd always tell me, "Go outside. You're sucking up all the good air." You didn't go outside and use your imagination. You're sucking up all the good oxygen in the trailer. Yeah, like there's good oxygen there. Which was, I always thought ironic, because she smoked Misty 10 fucking thousands. The longest, thinnest cigarette in the world. How do they even do that? You buy a pack of Bazooka Joe and there's 100 cigarettes in there. That doesn't even make sense. We need Neil deGrasse Tyson on that. Like, that's what we really need our research on. Oh man, another one of her sayings was, "There's many ways to skin a cat." Yeah, I got a new saying for you, Mom. Stop skinning cats. They're majestic creatures. It's really hard for the fat kid to make friends in the trailer park when you're skinning all the fucking animals. Come on now. Selling them on the Facebook marketplace. Fresh cat pelts, 2 for $7, calico. Well, this is depressing. We grew up poor, but like so poor we couldn't even afford the hamburger for Hamburger Helper. We just ate the Helper sometimes. Have you ever been there just eating Helper? You had that. It feels like you're so starved you didn't have it. I'm giving you all my energy right now. Yeah, macaroni and cheese, and you wish you had hamburger. You could the tears of sadness season. All right, too real again. Fuck. This just turned to an AA meeting. Like, an AA meeting. It's not going to stop either. Sorry, guys. Grew up poor. It's okay. When you grow up poor, it changes the way you look at things. When you grow up poor, simple items aren't just have one uses. Like socks aren't just foot cozies when you're poor. Let me explain. You spill a drink, no paper towels inside, boom, socks are there, surprisingly absorbent. Clean it up like a bounty paper towel. You know, it snowed outside. Now you didn't hit the Dollar Tree to get mittens. Socks are there, and they give you the old-fashioned feel. Like, oh look, I'm like on Little House on the Prairie. Look at me. You know, sitting on the toilet and you're out of toilet paper. Oh yeah, socks are there, and they can keep a secret. You turn that sock inside out, that's what we call a deep clean in the Lost family household. Try it sometime, you'll be impressed. There's a drawback though, when you try to flush those socks like toilet paper down the drain, it doesn't work. Clogged the drain, overflowed, I had to use all my Christmas socks to clean up the mess. I'm fucked because it's April. What am I gonna do now? Glad you laughed on that one. That was serious. I'm sitting here with no socks on. I'm like, what am I going to do for May? This is crazy. We'll get to know another follow-up question, get to know the audience. Who here's ever had a dad? I noticed wasn't so many people talking that time. Hey, don't worry, I'm there too. It's funny how genetics don't work on that side of the tree sometimes. But you know, I had the equivalent, kind of the trailer park equivalent to a father. And this is a true story. I had 3 stepdads named Ed. Yeah, that's rough, ain't it? And I think, I always thought, like, how did my mom do that? Why did my mom do that? And I think it's because we were poor and she had a tattoo of Ed on her arm. It was cheaper to find a guy named Ed in the trailer park than get removed. That's fiscally responsible. They're not even laughing over here. They're just like, yeah, that's right. Tell us a joke that isn't real life, motherfucker. We already know these tips. True story. I did. We were so poor. I had at 13. I had the electricity in my name and water. Anybody else went through that? You didn't know it till you're 18. And you're like, oh, why does my credit suck? Okay, yeah, all right, back on track. All right, back on track. Having 3 stepdads named Ed is kind of weird. It's kind of like the cartoon Ed, and Eddie, and the Cops TV have a live crossover every weekend at your house. No, thank you, sir. I'm glad you laughed at that. These guys don't watch good, respectable cartoons. The gut's so big they use it as a table or anything. Like he'll set his coffee on it. Thanksgiving comes along, he puts the plate on there. And after he's done eating, what does he do? Fall asleep on it as well. That's how my grandpa was, man. He actually put so many buffets out, he put more buffets out of business than COVID and salmonella combined. He had a patented technique. He would show up at lunch, eat his fill, and take a nap till dinner time, till the new food came out. You don't know how pissed off they are when they see your grandpa bring the CPAP machine in. They're like, oh, this motherfucker. We're all great. And this is back in the day when you were younger with them, like grandpa brought the CPAP machine, grandma brought Stephen King, a book to read. You got 4 crayons and you're at Ryan's buffet for 7 hours. You're fucked. That's when your imagination really kicks in, guys, I'm telling you. That's when I've been training my whole life for this. I can do it. It's only 2 o'clock, shit. Grandma was awesome. I always loved hanging out at Grandma's house because there's certain things you can do in front that you can't do in front of your grandparents. You can't do it. Like in front of my grandparents, you couldn't throw anything away. Anytime you start throwing, oh, what is that? There's another use. You shouldn't throw that away. Like batteries. Oh, you know, there's still juice in those batteries. Just put them in the freezer. My grandma doesn't understand how the freezer fucking works, I think, you know? But it's awesome when you're a kid because you go over there and open the freezer. It's a magical wonderland. It's a toy box to you. You've got all 87 AA batteries you need for your Game Boy. You're like, fucking right, this is awesome. Glow sticks from the last 4th of July in there. Hell yeah. Frozen, burnt bagel bites. Best Saturday ever at Grandma's. Yeah, fucking glow stick board. But, you know, it's different. You grow older, but things don't change because she still doesn't throw anything away. But things change in her freezer. Last week, I opened the freezer to find the cat pelts my mom skinned in the trailer park back in the day. Ed number 1 and 3's wedding cake. We don't know where 2 went. That's disrespectful. It got real bad. This is when it got real bad. I opened it up, and in a Folgers can, I saw Grandpa. And I was like, this isn't going to work, Grandma. I want to talk to you guys. They're fucking stunned. They're probably mad like I am. It's a Folgers can. Get this guy a fucking house. We couldn't get a Maxwell House can at least. This guy was a veteran. Son of a bitch. Oh, man. I can't believe it either. That's amazing. Like, I hope he didn't give head with those teeth. There's a lot of nipping going on, and you're right. That's how you know you have bad teeth, is when your wife's like, hey, would you like head, John? No. I'm like, oh, okay. I'll get these fixed later. Don't want to do that. But, yeah, 13-year-old, I decided, you know what? I'll get my wife pregnant again. Don't fucking do that. That's the worst. 5 years away from getting out a parental present, and I decided to punch the warden right in her pussy, 18 to life again. That's how that works. Don't even have hair for this kid. Already got a gray streak. I'm just telling her, like, hey, tell everyone I'm your grandpa with the CPAP machine. It will go better through high school if you do it this way. Oh, man. They're 13 years and 1 day apart. My wife's ovulation cycle is like a white trash comic. God damn it, I love that joke, but I think it's just too far. I just, in my head, it's a visual every time. That's the Tim Loss comic right there. We're going to get another manager at McDonald's. We ate pie. Okay. The first, with my son, pregnancy was easy. It was, we're in and out like a Jiffy Lube. We're getting our oil change, and almost like, bloop, 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 here's a baby. Hell yeah. You know, we name him? No. It was that easy. With our daughter, 13 years later, a little different. It was 48 hours of labor. That 48 hours of labor is equivalent to 4 grueling naps and 2 threats of divorce. The second threat seemed pretty serious, so I was like, better get some monsters in this game time. I gotta be coherent. time to be in, the whole process is a little bit weird, but 48 hours, it's like a whole weekend at a Holiday Inn, and the bill's way too high, to be honest. And the pillows are tough. It's every few hours, this big burly nurse would come in and look at my wife, and she would do the only thing I could describe as a super secret Street Fighter move to my wife's nether regions. They called it chicken dilation, but I played Street Fighter. I knew a Shatuken when I see one. Like, I know right there. So about after the third Shatuken, I was like, hey nurse, I think you're hurting her. We tried it one week and you're using way too many fingers. She doesn't like that. I was appalled that her HMO didn't cover spit first. She was going dry in there. I was like, oh, come on, our insurance is bigger than that. Fucking pricks. So about hour 30, it gets really weird because now they're putting balloons in there and electrodes and wires. Like, do we need a doctor, or are we just going to hire my electrician, Uncle Larry, to hook up Wi-Fi in there too? Like, what's going on? So after 48 hours, we gave birth to my daughter, Nova Lynn Moody Loss, and on the house, 3 months HBO Max for free. Just because of all the wiring in there, it was best to just keep it in there than take it out, so you get it. What's crazy is with all the wiring, I get perfect 5Gs whenever my daughter's around, She's like a perfect Wi-Fi hotspot. Like, come here, baby, download some YouTube. Come on, we'll watch Miss Rachel together. You're older and top, like, it's Miss Rachel. When you have strong opinions about Miss Rachel, that's when you know you've hit too far in there. Like, just turn off the TV. Just, okay, fuck everyone else. We're not gonna. Like, that bitch in overalls doesn't know what she's talking about. Oh, man. My daughters, but I get up for my wife. She's here, still married with me after the syphilis joke. She also, this is what's crazy, she also breastfeeded our daughter. I got a GED and inbred teeth. Deal with me, motherfuckers. If you're expecting perfect grammar, sit this one out. The package showed you what you were getting. Shame on you. I don't know what to tell you. You're gonna get some fumble words. I saw it like, yeah, she breastfeeded. Damn it. She did. And I always say this to the women that breastfeed. If you're ever trapped on a deserted island, just you and your baby, and you want to be saved, start breastfeeding. And in 5 minutes, a guy will come out of the bush and go, hey, what you doing? Are you breastfeeding? Can I look you in the eye? Why you didn't stop being that guy? Seriously? You'll be saved, but it happens every time. So for this next story, my daughter, I think it's time to put our teenage son to work. Watch the daughter. We'll go out party like, let's go piss in the snow and think we have syphilis. Let's go. Let's get crazy, So we went out to the bar, we start drinking. About 30 minutes into it, out of the corner of my eye, I see my wife do this. Some of you are not flinched at all. I like it. That was a test. You guys are pressed. But for the rest of us at the bar, like, what are you doing? See, I didn't know it was Mardi Gras. Like, what's going on? And she informed us that when you drink, the alcohol gets in your breast milk. We didn't want to give that to our daughter, so you have to expel the breast milk. Well, us being drunken dirtbags around the bar, all we heard was there's alcohol in your breast milk. Quick, Little John on the record, on the jukebox. Shout, 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 shout. The distance she got, guys. And I'll tell you, oh man, Lost Family Recipe, White Russians on the house. Come on. That's today's special. Lost Family Moms, 2 for $5. Come on. Straight from the source. And I'll tell you right now, you have not partied till you've been hungover from whole milk. The next day you're looking at it like, I think I need to go to 2%, baby. I got work on Monday. That fucked me up. I don't know. I can taste cinnamon in it. You drink way too much Fireball, is what I'm saying. Hell yeah. We've been married a while, and we played games real games, none of that Monopoly, Uno bullshit. Real marriage games. Like, one of our favorite games is called Trashajika. It's where you keep, even though the trash can is full, you keep stacking trash on top of it, and if it falls on you, fuck you, you lose, and you gotta take it out to the curb. She's a fucking pro. She hasn't lost in 10 years. I don't even think she knows what trash day is. It'll get this high, and I'm like, yeah, dude, next thing she's going, it's gonna fall on it. She's like, I'll just put it here on the edge. No, cheater. Well, no, there's a bag down there too. Lies. Oh, it's ridiculous. Our another favorite game we like playing, Clothes Mountain. Clothes Mountain's a good one. Clothes Mountain is a mountain of clean clothes in your house that no one wants to fucking fold. So it just gets bigger and bigger and bigger. Thank you. I can tell he only has one sock on. He was like, nah, I'm in fucking searching for 30 minutes. This is bullshit. Well, shit, one day I was at home. I'm like, fuck this. We're tackling Clothes Mountain. I hired a fucking guide, a mountain guide. I got the proper equipment. We're going up to the fucking top. Halfway up there, we had to turn around. I saw my wife's first husband frozen solid trying to match a pair of socks. Wasn't worth it, motherfuckers. We're going home. Still getting bigger. I didn't know this, but also, apparently, I live with a full house of magicians. Yeah, this is it, because I do, you can tell, soft hands, comic. Who stays at home a lot? Me, I'm the Mr. Mom, but fatter. So I do the cleaning, right? I didn't know my whole family's magicians, because I'll get every dish in the house clean. Whew. And just go like, I think I'm done. Turn around to see a full sink of fucking dishes. How do you do that every time? I'm starting to sound like my mother here. That's also, like, you know how demasculated it is, wearing an apron, going, do your sheets go there? That's why my son doesn't respect me anymore. He's like, ah, fuck off, Dad. Yeah, that makes sense. You probably should have worn the apron. That was probably weird. Well, I don't like to get my shit wet doing dishes. That's all I'm saying. Like, I'm kidding. All right. Talked about my son. I like my son a lot, you know. He was a really good kid. Here, he wanted a cat. I was like, fuck yeah, keep a cat, stays in your room, you have to take care of it though. You know, the litter box, water, all that's gotta stay in your room. So a week later, of course, I walk in there, water dry, no food, and where the litter box used to be, now the whole corner of his room is a sandy beach-like area. So of course I'm like, hey, let's clean it up. This isn't good. Like, turn off the games, turn off Call of Duty, War of whatever, turn that, okay, and let's get it cleaned up. So about 2 hours later, I'm downstairs, I hear a knock on the door. True story, a neighbor's there. It's like, hey, we left for the weekend. When we left, somehow your cat got trapped in our garage. Here's your cat, right? So I started thinking, that sandbox was awfully messy. There was a giant cat turd in it. Was it a cat turd? I apologize. I think my son just shit in the litter box. Have you been there? Have to do a Columbo? Like, that turd was really big for a cat. And I found out it was him. You know how I found out it was him? Most cats cover their turds. I mean, he just let them bake in the sun. I was like, I thought they taught that in school how to shit in a litter box properly nowadays. That's ridiculous. So we did the only thing right to do. We spayed and neutered my son. We got to make sure we listened to Bob Barker, did the right thing. Thank you. Thank you for the smile. I mean, oh man. Here's my only political joke. You want to hear my only political joke? Since I already walked out 3 people. But they didn't look like cat people. They're like, cat jokes? Oh, fuck this guy. I'm the one who took Ed number 2's wedding cake, bitch. And I felt that off of him. Here's my only political joke. Illegal immigration. You hear a lot of people on the side of illegal immigration like, oh, you know, especially people against it. Like, They always say this: would you let someone you don't even know that's a potential criminal live in your house? And that's a good question. You know, I had to think about it. And when I thought about it, don't step-parents do that already? Like, are step-parents the most patriotic motherfuckers in the world? I think so. Because they know the mom, they don't know that teenager that lives in the house. And I'm pretty sure he's a criminal with his teardrop tattoo and special ankle bracelet that goes off every time he leaves the car. You know what these step-parents do on the battlefront? They lock the bedroom door and fuck their mom. Because that's what patriots do. Make America great, start fucking mothers. I apologize. You guys seem like decent people. Came in with your best puffy jackets. Like, no, don't laugh at that. That's a good fucking jacket, dude. That's the bit that keeps your core warm and your limbs ready. You know, like, fuck off. I wasn't making fun. He looks like Sam Elliott. He's gonna kick my. We're about wrapped up here, guys. Though we've done talked about everything. Except for my dogs. Yeah, let's talk about those dogs, right? I got basically a fucking pet zoo at my house. But one thing I said to my wife, I was like, no pets. Now I got a mouse, a cat, 2 dogs, a fucking illegal immigrant, stepson, a that. What is going on? Where's the goat? We can start charging admission and people imagine. Come feed my son kibble. Don't let him get too far, his ankle monitor will go off. Oh, that's ridiculous. That was funny for me. But yeah, the dogs are the ones that really rule the house, man. I bought my dog off Facebook Marketplace. He was supposed to be a small breed dog. Come to find out, after feeding him for 6 months and watering him, he turned out to be half Clydesdale goat, like Clydesdale horse and goat. The guy eats everything. You know, I came from tour one day and he was eating holes in our wall. Like some fucking teenager that got mad at Call of Duty. Like, fuck you, Dad. Like, no, I don't know how to fix drywall. I rent. This is really fucked up. Like, oh man, you know, when he was younger, he started eating my son's Legos. Dude, that's rough, right? You step on one, you can feel every ligament up to your knee bone cracking, and he's chewing it like granola, not breaking eye contact. That's threatening. I think that's a little threatening. And I know he's doing it because we have puppy pads. If you weren't familiar with this, this means your dog's kind of potty trained. It means your dog still shits and pisses in the house, but you know exactly where. Great information to have at 3 a.m. when you know when to turn on the kitchen light. We've all been trying to get a glass of milk. Like, why is it so muddy in here? Yeah. Fuck that dog. Fuck that dog. Oh man. And it sucks for my son. He wants to be an architect at the time. And those are real name brand Legos, and the dog keeps getting and eating them and shitting them out in the house. I tell him you better wash those off and use your imagination like we did in the 90s. You know, those are how much Legos cost nowadays. But now everything he builds is literal dog shit, and I can't tell him differently. That's fucked up. You hear this one a lot, and you know, I don't think this area will like it this much, but you guys gotta fucking love this. Alright, you hear this myth a lot, this misconception when you own dogs. You always hear it, make me playful. Dogs love balls covered in peanut butter. Yeah, I told you you're not gonna be the only ones. There are chickens. Well, hell, I'm at home by myself. We're sitting on the couch. You can't even sit like a human. We connect eyes. I can tell by his eyes that he knows we have an open jar of crunchy Jif in the cupboard, and he wants to play Mythbusters at home. I'm losing this too, so I'm gonna go over here. So I'm here to tell you, after our scientific method and experiments, that myth is a goddamn lie. I slathered my dog's balls in peanut butter, and he fucking hated it. I even licked him clean and he wasn't impressed. I think it's because crunchy peanut butter, there's a lot of nipping action going on. But I'm a selfish lover. I don't go creamy for no canine. Am I right? Everybody I will tell you, I wish that's where the joke ends. That would be poetic, but no. That's the weirdest way to find out your dog has a peanut allergy. That's how I got caught. Explain why your dog's balls are 3 times the size of your wife when she comes home. Why is the dog yelping, walking like John Wayne? We're out of crunchy peanut butter. You need to go to the store and not ask questions. That's what you need to do. Oh, what? Nah, it was probably good. What? That's how I knew, slow and steady, purposeful. Felt real big. How'd that dog walk in? Yeah, that's about right. That's what my scientific experiment said too. That seems about right. Seems about right. We'll get into, I can tell, we had a few other jokes, but we'll get to the end and we'll bring up some other people, and you guys have been great. So we'll get into the grand finale, but I want to thank you for just being so awesome to me, you know. Hey, thank you. A lot of my set has to do with food. You figured it out. Hey, it's what happened. I think you tell a lot by someone with just food. It shows a lot about someone. Like personally, with 1 pack of ramen noodles, I can tell if you've been to prison or not. It's very easy. If I throw you a pack of ramen noodles and you put more than 3 ingredients in it, other than the noodles and seasoning packet, you've been to jail. Every time. Statistics don't lie, sorry. They did this. If you start cooking these ramen noodles without the use of a stove, like a chip bag under your pillow or a stinger, guess what, Mr. Teardrop Tattoo? You get to live here rent-free. I'm not getting shanked in my own fucking shower. Not happening. It's my own shower. I don't have to worry about dropping the soap. Oh, Carl, wait! Not happening. You get rent-free. That's actually, a true story. I know, you saw that. Everyone else did too. My cousin got paroled to my house. He was hungry. So I'm hungry. 12-pack of chicken ramen noodles up there, brother. Give me some ramen. Come on. You gotta fucking eat up, dude. Yeah, but you ain't got no Cheetos. I can't even, you ain't got no Cheetos. You ain't even got any Slim Jims or cheese. I was like, yeah, you're right. You're right. You know what I eat my ramen noodles with? Freedom. Won't you try it someday, you incarcerated son of a bitch? Just take the bowl outside. You don't need all that salt. Motherfucker didn't listen. Still making ramen noodle burritos in Taylorville right now. Ironically, that's where me and Louise will be performing in May 3rd. Taylorville Prison's like, hey, we'd love you to perform at a jail. And Lewis is like, what? Should we bring our wives? I was like, no, let's just bring ourselves. Like, they're like, if we bring our wives, those are actual hostages. You know, we have no value. They'll probably send us home. Like, so we're good. Oh man. You want to hear my most controversial joke? It's not what you expect, but what? Hey, it's gonna happen anyway, so fuck off. I don't know why I'm asking you. I think that's just theatrics. I'm getting too caught up. Most controversial joke is this next one. When I go out, I usually try local desserts. I love desserts. Love pie from diners, like local. So on the way here, we stopped at a local diner. I asked if they had pie. She had to go check. She came back and said, we do, but the only pie we have is strawberry rhubarb pie. Which is equivalent saying, no, we're out of pie. That pie is fucking garbage. I told you, you're going to hear it. At least one lady's like, you haven't had mine. It's garbage. It's fucking garbage. I'm tired of putting strawberry rhubarb pie on a fucking pedestal. Stop it. And I know why it sucks. I'm here to tell you, I've done some studies without my dog, so we're good. Love pie. Love strawberries. Rhubarb. Why you fucking up my dessert, man? No one's ever, this guy's not in his head, but wait, I've done research. No one's ever ate a big bowl of ice cream or pie with, that's good. You know what really needed to set it off? like vegetable that also is a mild laxative. Get the celery fucking hard things out of my Jell-O. No one fucking wants that. Those are speed bumps to flavor. I told you it's coming. She's shaking her head. It's like, I was actually going to give you my recipe. Fuck this guy. You were so funny. I had one lady, no joke, I said this at like a balloon fest, like a festival, doesn't matter, a festival, there's a grandma got out of her wheelchair the first time in months. You haven't had, what the fuck? That joke has power, it'll make it, you haven't had my pie. Nope, but it's trash, I just want to. Also, like, if you think about it, rhubarb must have a great agent in the food market, you know? We're not even going to do that joke. I'll tell you that joke later. We had two people. Hey, I'm a professional. I listen. You're like, no, we're not going to. Fuck you. And I understand that. Very adequate. All right, we'll get into two more, and then we'll bring in Craig. What you guys been on with hey, fuck it if that's what you guys want. All right. I thought you're giving me cold dead eyes like my wife trying to tell me to finish up and wrap it up at the end of the night. So I thought. That's what we were doing, but I didn't know you were having a good time. Let's do it. All right, my wife bought a house. I wasn't allowed in to sign the papers. I held her purse outside. It was a very humbling moment. But I was like, I get to hold the keys. That's why you pay your bills growing up. That's why you do that. Or you get to hold your key. Ooh, key holder in purse. I'm qualified. It's pretty good. And especially when they shut the door closely. Are you going to be all right here by yourself? Yes, I'm fine, but still. My wife bought a house, which is crazy because we've rented our whole life. Basically, when you rent, something breaks, you call the landlord to fix it, he never fixes it, but you have an excuse. You never really have to do any work. You know, the house is breaking down, someone has to fix it. It's on me. That's scary. You've already lost faith in me. You know, like, she should have married better. You hear that? I agree. So it's already there. So I know my family's dependent on me, so I start reading the manuals to every appliance in the house, start watching YouTube videos. Like, that's gonna make me a man. Like, I haven't trained my whole life on the next 30 minutes. I'll know how to be a man in 12 easy steps from YouTube. I'm like, oh, this is a great idea. So the first thing happens, our front door breaks. Da-da-da-da, Super Dad's there, I'm gonna come here to fix it. And after 15 minutes, we now use the side door because the front door is broken. But I tried, and that's what matters. I wasn't gonna let, you know. So I knew right then I failed, not gonna happen again. A few weeks later, my wife comes running from the downstairs basement. I'm like, cool, I already know. She's like, we got a problem. Da-da-da-da. Super Dad's here. We have a bat in the bathroom. I think we need a divorce. Like, a fucking bat. They carry rabies. Like, what the fuck? Hold on, let me go check my Maytag manual. No bats. Who would have fucking thought? There's no preparation for it. They have endangered species rights, so the most I can do up there is like, will you politely leave my bathroom? I don't want to get a ticket. Oh, you brought friends? Great, that's awesome. We have ramen noodles downstairs. No beef jerky. Apologize for that. But yeah, so she sent me up there to deal with it. So as an ill-equipped man, what am I doing? I'm thinking of many things. I send the point. He's a teenager, earn your stripes, be a man. Apparently that's child abuse in Illinois. Fucking losers. Not in Kentucky, ironically, where we're moving next. But, so I was like, oh, what should I do then? You don't want to, I'll send the wife in for recon. So I said, shut her, tell her where it's at. Another threat of divorce, who would have thought? You know, you can threat all the time, but I see in our checkbook, we can't afford a divorce. I know where we're at. So now I have to sit there and I'm prepared. I'm gonna take care of the bat. And as any man, I have an oven mitt and a fucking broom. You know, kick open the door, biggest fucking bat I ever seen, sitting on the toilet, smoking a cigarette with a teardrop tattoo. Almost looks exactly like my cousin Daryl. You got any chicken ramen noodles? Stop robbing Circle K's and come through the front door like a normal person. God damn it. Dumpster pizza, also with my cousin. We were 21. We were 21 living in a town called Southpaw, Illinois. Does anyone know T-Town? I smelled you from here. Like that's how, and they had nothing, they have the one paper factory in town. I know the smell, I work there. Heck, can't you tell? That's why I quit. Some guy's like, you know how much a thumb costs? $25,000. I'm like, I don't need the money that bad. I want to keep my thumb. So, but as a printing press there, he worked at Casey's. Now, when you're a dirtbag like us, you don't know how to be an adult. So it was really rough for us. Like our main budgeting was rent, utilities, beer. We're broke. That's all we had. We're hunter and gatherers. We'll find berries on a bush or something. Who needs to eat? Well, one day we're all out of beer, and all our cupboards are empty. Like even open them up, it's just a campfire and one mouse playing harmonica. It's a depressing scene. We have no food. So my cousin has an idea. He's like, hey, we cook pizza for the people at the factory down the road. They never buy it because we got charged the crack. The pizza stays in the box. If we throw that box in the trash, is it technically in the trash? Go on. Like what I'm hearing here. I was like, yeah, they do it every day. I was like, I think we're so like a drunken redneck Mission Impossible. We go to that dumpster to retrieve our pizza. After the third bag, we find it. And we're like, yeah, like, we hold it up like, it's a prize, and run home like it's an algebra book, and we're late for third period. Like, we're so fucking awesome. It was barbecue beef pizza. I remember that pizza for the. You don't get to choose at the dumpster. We tried. Like, do you have any pepperoni? No. So if you never ate dumpster pizza, I can tell by the way you're laughing at my set, you probably own your home and have respectable insurance and stuff. So you haven't ate dumpster pizza. There's two rules. One, get a sauce to get rid of that dumpster taste. It's going to be there, even subliminally. I'm sorry. Ranch and Louisiana hot sauce are usually your two best go options. But do whatever you want. Get festive. You got the pizza out of the dumpster. Let's have fun. And the second, most importantly, you don't get to make eye contact eating your pizza. You have to sit in the corner and eat it shamefully with the mouse playing the harmonica in the background. Because that's what you deserve. So after we ate that, we were depressed. There's 2 slices left. So we went to bed. I woke up and I saw those 2 slices of day-old pizza gone. Now, I'm a respectable dirtbag. I eat fresh dumpster pizza. I'm not some fucking loser who eats day-old stuff. Come on, standards, guys. So I was getting ready to make fun of my cousin for it. Like, you go to jail again? You loser. You're eating day-old dumpster pizza. He's like, wasn't me, bro. And right then we hear a flush of the toilet, and that's when his girlfriend Sandy came home, praising us for all the good food we got for her. You guys are really adults. You never bring home dinner. You know what we did? Not a damn thing. She's Chicago Italian. We're not getting fucking concrete shoes. But it makes it really hard now to eat pizza in front of our family because me and my cousin demand receipts like we're a Walmart greeter. Like, let me see the Pizza Hut receipt. No, it was DiGiorno's. You better give me the Walmart receipt. I'm not eating dumpster pizza again, bro. I'm not doing that. But that's what it comes down to. It's all about food. And I love Illinois. I love food. I even love corn. Vegetables are amazing. You know, can and cream it. Put it in a cob, it doesn't matter, it's good, you don't even give me some. So I want to draw back the corn and get stuck in your teeth. And every time that happens, I go, babe, you need to wipe your ass better, I'm not going to eat from there again. Now, I wasn't expecting you guys to actually like that joke after not putting gravy on your pussy around here. So, but I'm saying, maybe try it. A little brown gravy tonight, say the white country gravy for special holidays. All right, that's my time. You know, give me a clap. We were all there. We can sit in this shunned silence. Like, does that motherfucker say that? Hey, you were awesome, man. Last time I performed, I wish I was, and I was banned in Nebraska once, but that ain't long.